Hi, my name is Daniel, and I'm from Los Angeles, California. So basically, I actually lived in Malaysia for about 3-4 months, and this was about last year. So what happened was I was living with my roommate then, and we both decided to quit our jobs. We got kind of fed up with working at a Korean company, so we decided, you know what, let's just take this time to kind of go on a vacation. So at the time, I had a couple of friends that were living in Malaysia because they started like a video game development company. These were people that I used to work with at my former company. And so I decided, oh, this would be a good chance to visit them, see how they're doing, see how the company's doing. So at first when we went there, originally we were planning to be there for just about like a month tops maybe. And it ended up being 3-4 months since we started doing all kinds of different things that we didn't realize Malaysia had. And I still remember the first time I landed there, it was not what I was expecting at all. Like, it was actually quite nice. Like when I thought about Malaysia, I thought just like somewhere in the middle of nowhere, like with no houses or anything like that around. But it turns out it was quite nice. The beach was right there in front of the airport. The people were pretty friendly. Luckily they're required to speak English in school, so they can all speak English to a pretty reasonable level, to a point where you can have conversations. And so the first thing we got into out there, originally we were trying to start a plan to lose weight actually. And so even back in Korea, me and my friend did a little bit of boxing. And so we thought, why not give Muay Thai, MMA a try since it's so popular out in Southeast Asia. And so I managed to find a gym that my friend was actually going to at the time. And so I still remember the first time we stepped in and people were just kneeing each other, punching each other, and I thought, oh my God, what am I getting into? And so I had a chance to talk to the coach, though. He's a very friendly person. So he told us, you can stop in, have a free session, see how it goes. So we both stepped in, tried it out for an hour, and we were gasping for air by the end of the hour. We were on the floor. I was looking at my friend, telling him, why did we try this for? This is just torture. But we decided, okay, since we're here, let's just give it a shot, see how far we can get. And so gradually, the more training we did, I think because we were focusing on it every day very intensely, the improvements, they came up really quickly. So at first we were struggling to get through an hour, then it became 2 hours, then 3 hours, and it was really surprising how quickly we got back into shape, because the coaches there, they were very good trainers. They really knew how to target a person's weakness, give them tips, strategies for actually like in-ring combat for the people that want to compete professionally or as an amateur. And so the more we trained, we became really serious about this and started thinking about, you know, what if we tried to go amateur? What if we actually stood in the ring for an official match with referees in the crowd? I think anybody who's watched sports movies like Rocky, or if you watch boxing matches, MMA, I think every guy kind of has that, wow, I wish I could be that guy who's holding up the title belt and screaming in front of millions of people. Hopefully not the guy on the ground getting beat up, but yeah, but I think that's something that every guy would want to try. So, so I still remember the first time I went for a spar, which is, if you don't know, you get into the ring and actually have to fight someone. And so my first opponent was my coach. So basically, I was crying inside because my coach was, I think he was a number 5 ranked fighter in Malaysia. So on the exterior, I kind of acted like I was really tough, like, oh, no problem, I got this. But to be honest, on the inside, I was quite terrified because I've seen him train and he doesn't hold back at all. Yeah, so basically, that was my first experience in the ring. And let's just say he beat me up pretty bad. I was bleeding quite a bit at the end, but it was a very learning experience at the same time though. Because one of the problems was there weren't too many people that were in my weight class. So basically you have to fight someone of a similar size, similar weight, similar style. But over there, I was fighting my coach who was about 60 kilos. So obviously I couldn't even hit him once, he was so quick. But at the same time, it just made me realize like just how far, just how far I had to go, how much of an uphill battle it was, so to speak. Because sometimes people can get a little cocky when they start to see results immediately. I think a lot of people, me included, honestly, it kind of makes you think, wow, I got this. I don't really need to work as hard as I thought I did. But then once you actually get into the ring and spar with these people, your respect for just anybody in the sport, not even a professional, but even amateurs, people who work out for the first time. So, like if I would go to a gym, before I would maybe laugh at people who were sitting there walking on the treadmill for 30 minutes and things like that. But then I started thinking, well, you know what, everybody has their own way of doing things, so I should at least respect that. So obviously after that, I gained a lot of respect for the sport. Anytime I watch MMA, I watch a boxing match, it makes me think about how hard these people train and just how much torture they have to go through to actually step in the ring, regardless of whether they have a good record or bad record. I don't think people realize that, and that's something that I saw right away. And so that really changed my mind about the whole sport, and it just made me want to do it even more. So yeah, so hopefully I can stand in the ring sometime soon. Preferably not in a puddle of my own blood, but that's something I would definitely like to try down the road sometime.